Imagine waking up from a deep slumber to find yourself orbiting a distant star, light years away from Earth. This vision captures the essence of cryosleep and suspended animation, technologies that could make such journeys possible. Cryosleep and suspended animation, concepts once relegated to the realms of science fiction, might be the key to humanity's future among the stars. But how close are we to turning these dreams into reality? Cryosleep, sometimes called induced hibernation, involves significantly lowering an astronaut's metabolic rate. This reduction allows them to survive long journeys with minimal resources. In theory, putting crew members in a hibernation-like state could drastically cut down on the food, water, and oxygen needed, making missions to distant planets far more feasible. The concept echoes what we observe in some animals here on Earth, like hibernating bears or Arctic squirrels, which can slow their metabolism to conserve energy through harsh winters. By replicating these natural processes, scientists hope to create a state where astronauts can endure the vast emptiness of space without the constant drain on resources. Suspended animation, on the other hand, involves putting the body in a state of stasis, essentially pausing biological processes to limit aging or cellular damage during long journeys. Unlike cryosleep, which slows down metabolism, suspended animation aims to completely halt biological functions, effectively putting the body on pause until arrival. Current research has explored therapeutic hypothermia, where body temperatures are lowered to slow down metabolic processes, and scientists have made significant progress in small-scale trials. For example, in some medical emergencies, therapeutic hypothermia has been used to give doctors more time to treat patients, providing a glimpse of how such techniques might be used in space. While we aren't quite there yet for human space travelers, recent advancements suggest it's no longer entirely within the realm of fiction. If these techniques can be refined and scaled, we could one day see astronauts embarking on journeys that last decades, with their bodies essentially paused until they reach their destination. The promise of these technologies lies not only in their potential to make interstellar travel feasible, but also in mitigating the psychological burden of long missions. Imagine being able to bypass years of confinement within a spacecraft by simply sleeping through the journey. The mental toll of space travel is a significant concern, as isolation, limited social interaction, and the monotony of day-to-day life in a confined space can lead to severe psychological stress. Cryosleep could alleviate much of this burden, addressing both the physical challenges, like muscle deterioration, and the mental strain of isolation and monotony. By allowing astronauts to sleep through the most monotonous parts of the journey, they could wake up refreshed and ready for their mission. Of course, there are challenges: prolonged muscle atrophy, potential cognitive effects, and the complexity of safely awakening the crew are just a few of the obstacles researchers are grappling with. Muscle and bone deterioration are particularly concerning, as the lack of movement over long periods could leave astronauts too weak to perform their duties upon arrival. Researchers are exploring ways to mitigate these effects, such as electrical muscle stimulation or carefully timed exercise regimens during periods of wakefulness. There is also the issue of ensuring that the cryosleep or suspended animation process is entirely reversible. Waking up after years in a state of stasis is not as simple as waking up from a regular night's sleep. The process must be meticulously controlled to avoid shock to the body, and even small errors could lead to severe health consequences. Scientists are working on ways to ensure that the transition in and out of cryosleep is as smooth and safe as possible, potentially using a combination of medications and gradual rewarming techniques. As we stand at the edge of a new era of space exploration, cryosleep and suspended animation offer tantalizing glimpses into the future. They remind us that to reach for the stars, we may need to redefine not just our technologies, but also our understanding of human biology itself. The question remains, will we one day be able to sleep our way to new worlds, awakening to entirely new horizons? If we can solve the technical and biological challenges, this could open up the possibility of interstellar travel, not just to our nearest planetary neighbors, but to distant star systems that are currently beyond our reach. The future of long-distance space travel may very well depend on whether we can transform these ideas into reliable technologies. Successfully developing cryosleep could unlock humanity's potential to explore not just our solar system, but also the vast, uncharted territories of deep space, fundamentally changing our place in the universe. For now, the dream of cryosleep remains just that, a dream, but one that scientists are working tirelessly to bring closer to reality. As research continues, every small step brings us nearer to a future where humanity can traverse the vast distances of space, not bound by the limitations of our biology, but empowered by our ingenuity and determination. The idea of sleeping through a journey of decades or even centuries is no longer purely the stuff of science fiction. It is a potential reality that could one day redefine our place in the cosmos. If you found this exploration of cryosleep and suspended animation fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the cutting-edge technologies shaping the future of space travel.
Imagine a future where space becomes the ultimate source of economic opportunity, a treasure chest of unimaginable wealth waiting to be tapped. The concept of asteroid mining promises to turn this vision into reality, as advancements in space technology and robotics make accessing these resources increasingly feasible. Instead of seeking gold in the mountains or diamonds deep underground, humanity might soon set its sights on the riches floating in the vast emptiness of space. But is asteroid mining really the next gold rush or just an impossible dream? Asteroids, those seemingly lifeless rocks drifting through space, hold incredible potential. Some are composed of rare metals like platinum, nickel, and even gold. The value of a single asteroid could be worth trillions of dollars. NASA has estimated that just the asteroid belt between Mars and Jupiter could hold resources worth more than the entire global economy, including vast quantities of metals such as iron, nickel, cobalt, and rare elements like platinum and palladium. Companies like SpaceX, Blue Origin, and Planetary Resources are already hinting at the possibility of mining these cosmic bodies, bringing us closer to a future where Earth's resource limits are no longer a barrier. However, this future isn't without its challenges. Mining in the harsh environment of space presents technical hurdles, including intense radiation, microgravity, and extreme temperatures. Additionally, there are significant financial and ethical challenges that need to be addressed. Spacecraft capable of reaching and extracting resources must endure extreme conditions, including intense radiation, microgravity, and extreme temperatures. Developing the technology to mine efficiently and safely is no small feat, requiring innovations in robotics, such as autonomous mining drones, advanced materials capable of withstanding extreme space conditions, and efficient energy management systems to power these operations. The logistics of bringing mined materials back to Earth also pose significant problems, with current propulsion systems being expensive and inefficient for transporting large quantities of ore. There are also broader concerns like who would own these resources and how mining activities might affect international space law and the environment. Ongoing discussions, such as proposed frameworks like the Artemis Accords, aim to establish guidelines for space resource utilization and ensure fair access, adding complexity to the regulatory landscape. The Outer Space Treaty, signed by many nations, states that space is the province of all mankind and forbids claims of sovereignty over celestial bodies. This raises questions about whether private companies can legally extract and profit from asteroid resources without international regulation. The Artemis Accords and other emerging agreements are attempting to address these issues by outlining principles for space resource utilization and encouraging international cooperation. Additionally, there is the risk of altering the delicate balance of our solar system by removing significant mass from certain asteroids, potentially affecting orbits and creating unintended consequences. Despite these obstacles, asteroid mining could solve one of humanity's biggest issues: resource scarcity. It could revolutionize industries and provide the materials necessary for our continued expansion into space. The supply of rare metals could stabilize markets, drive down costs, and enable the production of advanced technologies that are currently limited by material scarcity. It's a captivating vision, a future where we expand beyond Earth and create a sustainable flow of resources from space to our growing civilization. This could also foster the development of space colonies, providing raw materials to build habitats, spacecraft, and other infrastructure required for deep space exploration. In addition to economic gains, asteroid mining has the potential to spark a new space race, but this time driven by corporations rather than nations. Private companies could compete for mining rights and resources, pushing the boundaries of innovation and making space more accessible. The collaboration between private enterprises and government agencies might accelerate the technological advancements needed to turn asteroid mining from a concept into reality. The ripple effects could inspire a new generation of scientists, engineers, and visionaries eager to take part in humanity's journey into the cosmos. This could also lead to the development of new space-focused educational programs and STEM initiatives, encouraging young minds to pursue careers in space exploration and technology. The question remains, are we ready to take this leap? Will the allure of space wealth kickstart a new era of exploration, innovation, and economic growth? Or will the challenges prove too daunting, keeping this dream just out of reach for the foreseeable future? Only time will tell, but one thing is certain. The pursuit of asteroid mining represents humanity's enduring desire to explore, innovate, and push beyond the limits of what we know. If you found this look into the potential of asteroid mining fascinating, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more explorations into the future of space and humanity's next big leaps.
Imagine stepping into an elevator that takes you not to the top of a skyscraper, but beyond Earth itself, into the deep vastness of space. The concept of a space elevator has captivated scientists, dreamers, and engineers for decades, ever since it was first proposed by Russian scientist Konstantin Tsiolkovsky in 1895, promising a revolutionary way to reach the stars. But how could such a thing actually work? And what engineering feats are necessary to make it a reality? The core idea of a space elevator is to create a tether that stretches from Earth's surface up into geostationary orbit, allowing vehicles to climb directly into space. This would bypass the need for conventional rocket launches, which are costly, require vast amounts of fuel, and come with significant risks such as catastrophic failure during ascent. Instead, a space elevator would provide a more energy-efficient and continuous access route to space, like taking a slow but steady cable car up a mountain, but on an unimaginable scale. Such a system could operate continuously, offering reliable and consistent access to orbit without the high energy demands and costs of traditional rocket launches. To construct a space elevator, the biggest engineering challenge lies in finding a material strong enough to support the weight of the tether while resisting the immense forces acting upon it, including gravity, centrifugal forces, and atmospheric conditions. Carbon nanotubes and graphene are often cited as promising candidates due to their incredible tensile strength and lightweight properties. However, producing these materials at the necessary scale remains a daunting hurdle. Researchers are continuously working on ways to manufacture these advanced materials in large quantities. However, current technological limitations, such as difficulties in scaling up production processes, maintaining material purity, and ensuring consistent quality, make this a long-term goal rather than an immediate solution. Other potential materials, such as boron nitride nanotubes, are also being explored, but they too come with similar production challenges. The tether would need to be anchored to a stable platform on Earth, most likely near the equator, to take advantage of the planet's rotational speed and extend upward to a counterweight in space, beyond geostationary orbit. This counterweight would help balance the forces acting on the system, keeping the tether taut and preventing it from collapsing under its own weight. The elevator cars, or climbers, would ascend the tether using electric or magnetic propulsion, such as linear motors or magnetic levitation systems, carrying cargo and potentially even passengers into orbit. The climbers would need to be powered by a reliable energy source, such as lasers beaming power from the ground, or solar panels capturing energy during their ascent. Despite the significant technical challenges, the benefits of a space elevator are tantalizing. It could drastically reduce the cost of sending materials and people into space, potentially lowering costs from $10,000 per kilogram to just a few $100s, opening up new opportunities for space tourism, scientific research, and even the construction of off-world colonies. Imagine being able to transport supplies and equipment to a lunar or Martian base at a fraction of today's cost, enabling humanity to establish a lasting presence beyond Earth. It could also facilitate the transfer of resources from space back to Earth, such as minerals mined from asteroids, which could have immense economic value. Furthermore, a space elevator could help support space-based solar power stations, which could generate clean energy for Earth, addressing both our space exploration and energy sustainability goals. The environmental impact of space elevators also stands out compared to traditional rocket launches. Rocket launches release significant amounts of carbon dioxide, black carbon, and other pollutants into the atmosphere, contributing to climate change and ozone layer depletion. Specifically, black carbon particles and chlorine-based compounds from rocket exhaust can damage the ozone layer, leading to increased ultraviolet radiation reaching Earth's surface. In contrast, a space elevator would produce far fewer emissions, significantly reducing greenhouse gases and avoiding the release of harmful pollutants, making access to space much more environmentally friendly. A space elevator would have a much lower carbon footprint, potentially making access to space far more sustainable in the long term. Reducing our reliance on chemical rockets would lessen the environmental burden of space exploration by decreasing emissions and minimizing pollutants. While we're still far from realizing this ambitious dream, the pursuit of a space elevator represents humanity's deep desire to reach beyond our planet, to connect Earth with the cosmos in a tangible way. It's a symbol of what's possible when we combine creativity, engineering, ingenuity, and the unyielding spirit of exploration. The space elevator embodies the idea that no challenge is too great if we work together, innovate, and persist in our quest to explore the unknown. As we make strides in material science, robotics, and space technology, the dream of a space elevator may one day become a reality, paving the way for a new era of space exploration that is more accessible, sustainable, and inspiring for future generations. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the possibilities of space elevators, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more groundbreaking explorations into the future of space technology. Imagine a future where Mars, our barren and dusty neighbor, is transformed into a vibrant, habitable world. Rivers flow, forests thrive, and humanity has built its next great home among the stars. Terraforming Mars is no longer just a dream of science fiction. It's a vision that captivates scientists, futurists, and dreamers alike. But how do we turn the red planet into a green oasis? Let's explore the incredible steps, immense challenges, and profound rewards of transforming Mars into humanity's second home. Step 1. Warming the planet. Mars is a frozen desert with an average temperature of 60 degrees C, 80 degrees C. To support life, the first step in terraforming is warming the planet enough for liquid water to exist on its surface. How could we achieve this? Greenhouse gases. We could pump powerful greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide and methane into Mars' thin atmosphere. These gases would trap heat, creating a greenhouse effect and gradually raising the planet's temperature. Orbital mirrors. Another idea is to deploy massive mirrors in orbit around Mars. These mirrors would reflect sunlight onto the surface, focusing heat on targeted areas and melting polar ice caps to release carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. Asteroid impacts. A more radical approach involves directing asteroids to impact Mars. The collisions would release heat, and water-rich asteroids could deliver essential resources. It's a high-risk, high-reward strategy that would require precision and advanced technology. Albedo reduction. By darkening the Martian surface, we could reduce its reflectivity, or albedo, allowing it to absorb more heat. This could involve spreading dust or even introducing microorganisms designed to darken the planet's surface. Each of these methods presents technical challenges, but together they could set the stage for the next crucial step. Step 2. Building an atmosphere. Mars' atmosphere is incredibly thin, less than 1% the pressure of Earth's. To make the planet habitable, we'd need to thicken the atmosphere to retain heat and shield against radiation. Sublimating polar ice. As the planet warms, frozen carbon dioxide at the poles would sublimate, thickening the atmosphere. This process would accelerate as temperatures rise, creating a feedback loop. Nitrogen and oxygen. For a breathable atmosphere, we'd need more than just carbon dioxide. Nitrogen could be extracted from Martian soil or imported from other celestial bodies. Machines like NASA's MOXIE experiment, which converts carbon dioxide into oxygen, could play a pivotal role. A thicker atmosphere would not only trap heat, but also provide better protection against harmful cosmic and solar radiation, making life on Mars safer. Step 3. Introducing water. Water is the foundation of life, and Mars has it, just not in liquid form. The polar ice caps and underground ice reserves hold significant amounts of frozen water. By warming the planet, we could melt this ice to create rivers, lakes, and even small seas. Another approach involves importing water-rich comets to deliver additional water. A functioning hydrological cycle, complete with evaporation, condensation, and precipitation, could emerge, providing rainfall and a self-sustaining water system. This would be essential for agriculture, drinking water, and the development of ecosystems. Step 4. Planting the seeds of life. With warmth, an atmosphere, and liquid water in place, we could introduce life, starting with hardy microorganisms, microbial pioneers. Genetically engineered microbes, such as cyanobacteria, would be introduced first. These organisms can survive harsh conditions and perform photosynthesis, converting carbon dioxide into oxygen. Hardy plants. Once oxygen levels increase, more complex plants like mosses, lichens, and grasses could be introduced. These would stabilize the soil and begin forming the foundation of ecosystems. Forests and ecosystems. Over time, conditions would improve enough to plant trees and create forests. These ecosystems would regulate the water cycle, enrich the soil, and provide habitats for future animal life. This gradual greening of Mars would transform its landscape, creating a planet that feels increasingly Earth-like. Step 5. Introducing animal life. As oxygen levels rise and ecosystems stabilize, we could begin introducing animals to Mars. Insects and soil creatures. The first arrivals might include insects like bees for pollination and worms to aerate the soil. Small mammals and birds. As ecosystems become more complex, species like rodents and birds could be introduced, playing vital roles in maintaining balance. Over time, Mars could support a rich and diverse biosphere, a thriving world teeming with life. Challenges of terraforming Mars. Turning Mars into a habitable planet is an inspiring vision, but it comes with enormous challenges. Radiation. Mars lacks a strong magnetic field, leaving it vulnerable to harmful cosmic and solar radiation. Building artificial magnetic shields or underground shelters would be essential for early settlers. Timescale. Terraforming Mars would take centuries, perhaps even millennia. It's a generational project that requires long-term commitment and collaboration. Ethical dilemmas. What if microbial life already exists on Mars? Transforming the planet could destroy native ecosystems. This raises profound ethical questions about our right to alter another world. Technological hurdles. The technology needed to warm the planet, build an atmosphere, and sustain ecosystems is far beyond what we currently possess. Advances in robotics, artificial intelligence, and materials science would be crucial. The grand vision. Despite the challenges, the vision of terraforming Mars is a testament to humanity's ingenuity and determination. It represents not just survival but also hope. the idea that we can create a second home among the stars. Terraforming Mars would teach us how to manage planetary systems, combat climate change, and build sustainable ecosystems. It would unite humanity in a shared goal, pushing the boundaries of science, technology, and exploration. And while the task is monumental, the rewards are equally profound. The choice ahead. Should we focus our efforts on transforming Mars into a new Eden, or concentrate on preserving and restoring Earth while studying Mars as it is? The answer lies in our collective vision for the future. Terraforming Mars is more than a technical challenge. It's a symbol of humanity's boundless curiosity and ambition. The red planet awaits, ready to be shaped by human hands and imagination. What do you think? Is terraforming Mars worth the effort, or should we prioritize other endeavors? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of humanity's place in the cosmos. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars. The idea of contacting extraterrestrial life has captured humanity's imagination for centuries. From ancient myths to modern science fiction, we've pondered the possibility of otherworldly civilizations. But as we advance technologically, the prospect of actually making contact becomes real. This raises a profound question. Should we announce our presence to the cosmos, or is the risk too great? Why we might want to reach out? The argument for contacting extraterrestrials is rooted in human curiosity, the quest for knowledge. Proponents argue that making contact could expand our understanding of the universe, unlocking advanced technologies and new ways of thinking. Imagine exchanging scientific knowledge with an advanced civilization, learning solutions to problems like climate change or resource scarcity. A new perspective. Contacting extraterrestrials could provide cultural enrichment, offering us a glimpse into entirely different ways of life. Much like historical exchanges on Earth, such as the Silk Road, communication with other civilizations could lead to unparalleled advancements. Redefining humanity. Knowing we're not alone could reshape how we see ourselves. It could unite humanity under a shared identity, encouraging collaboration on a global scale. But alongside these tantalizing possibilities lies a darker side. The risks of reaching out. Stephen Hawking once warned that contacting extraterrestrials could be catastrophic, comparing it to indigenous tribes revealing their location to colonizing empires. The risks are profound. Hostile civilizations. We have no way of knowing whether extraterrestrials would be peaceful or hostile. If they perceive us as a threat or as a resource to exploit, the consequences could be dire. Technological imbalance. Any civilization advanced enough to receive and interpret our message would likely possess technology far beyond our understanding. If their intentions are not benign, humanity would be at their mercy. Moral misalignment. Even if extraterrestrials are not hostile, they may not share our values. Misunderstandings or differing priorities could lead to unintended harm. The uncertainty of what we're inviting demands extreme caution. Are the potential rewards worth the gamble? Who decides? Another critical ethical question is one of consent. Who speaks for Earth? Right now, the decision to send messages to space lies in the hands of a few scientists and organizations, such as METI, Messaging Extraterrestrial Intelligence. But the implications of making contact affect everyone on Earth. A need for global consensus. Shouldn't such a monumental decision require international input? Some suggest that the United Nations or another global body should create guidelines for contacting extraterrestrial life. Future generations. The consequences of making contact could unfold over centuries. Do we have the right to make decisions that will impact countless future generations without their consent? The lack of a unified global approach raises concerns about transparency and accountability in efforts to reach out to the stars. Crafting the message. If we decide to send a message, what should we say? Crafting a message that represents humanity is a daunting task. The Voyager Golden Record. This iconic message, launched in 1977, included music, greetings in multiple languages, and images of Earth. It was a snapshot of our world, intended to represent humanity to any beings who might find it. What to include? Should we emphasize our scientific achievements, our art, or our values? How do we balance the diversity of human culture with the need for simplicity and clarity? Avoiding miscommunication. Any message must be carefully designed to avoid being interpreted as hostile. We must also consider how to make it understandable to beings with potentially alien sensory perceptions or thought processes. Crafting the right message requires collaboration across disciplines, blending science, art, and ethics. The case for listening. Perhaps the best course of action is not to speak, but to listen. Learning before acting. By focusing on listening for signals rather than broadcasting, we can gather information about our cosmic neighbors before deciding whether to make ourselves known. A safer approach. Silence may be our best defense against potential threats, allowing us to observe and prepare without drawing attention. Understanding the context. Listening enables us to better understand the nature of extraterrestrial civilizations, increasing the likelihood of a successful and safe encounter if we choose to reach out. For now, caution may be our wisest strategy. Ethical responsibility. The ethics of contacting extraterrestrial life reflect our responsibility not just to ourselves, but to future generations. A humble approach. We must recognize the limits of our knowledge and approach the unknown with humility. Global collaboration. Decisions of this magnitude demand global input, ensuring that humanity acts as a united species. Balancing curiosity and caution. Our desire to explore must be tempered by an understanding of the potential risks. By prioritizing observation and preparation, we can make informed decisions about how to engage with the cosmos. The future of cosmic communication. The question of whether to contact extraterrestrial life is one of the most profound dilemmas humanity has ever faced. A monumental decision. This is not just about science. It's about who we are as a species and how we choose to engage with the unknown. A path forward. As we continue to explore the universe, we must balance our curiosity with our responsibility. By proceeding thoughtfully, we can ensure that our actions today do not jeopardize the future of humanity. A shared journey. Whether or not we choose to send messages, the act of considering these questions unites us in a shared exploration of what it means to be human. What do you think? Should humanity announce its presence to the cosmos, or should we remain silent and observe? The debate is far from settled, and your perspective matters. Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of humanity's place in the universe. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars. What if humanity's future extended beyond Earth? Not in cramped capsules, but in thriving cities among the stars. Space megastructures offer a vision of that future, a pathway to survival and expansion into the cosmos. Today, we'll explore some of the most ambitious and fascinating concepts, from orbital rings to O'Neill cylinders, and examine how they could shape our destiny in space. Orbital rings, a gateway to space. Imagine a giant ring encircling our planet, serving as humanity's gateway to the cosmos. This is the concept of an orbital ring, a colossal structure capable of revolutionizing access to space. Efficient transport. Unlike today's rockets, orbital rings could provide continuous, cost-effective transport, dramatically lowering the barriers to space exploration. Space elevators. Imagine space elevators extending from this ring, enabling routine travel to and from orbit, like catching a high-speed train to space. An orbital ring could also serve as a foundation for other structures. Transportation hubs, high-speed transit between Earth and space, or even between points on Earth using electromagnetic propulsion. Residential areas. Imagine living on the ring itself, with breathtaking views of Earth below. A futuristic lifestyle that could become a reality. By facilitating the construction of other megastructures, orbital rings could become the cornerstone of humanity's spacefaring future. Stanford Torus, a spaceborne city. The Stanford Torus is another visionary concept. A massive ring-shaped habitat that spins to create artificial gravity. A new way of living. Picture a city within a spinning ring, complete with parks, rivers, neighborhoods, and even schools. Its rotation provides gravity, allowing people to live in an environment that feels almost like Earth. Self-sustaining habitat. Advanced agricultural systems would grow food, while renewable energy systems power the habitat. Recreational areas and community spaces would ensure a high quality of life for residents. Day and night cycles. Solar mirrors could direct sunlight into the torus, creating artificial day and night cycles, essential for human health and well-being. The Stanford Torus represents not just survival, but a vision of comfort and community, a home where humanity could thrive beyond Earth. Dyson Swarm, harnessing the power of a star. Energy is the lifeblood of any civilization, and the Dyson Swarm offers a nearly limitless supply. What is it? A Dyson Swarm is an array of solar-collecting satellites orbiting a star, capturing and transmitting vast amounts of energy back to its home civilization. Terraforming and interstellar travel. This energy could power massive projects like terraforming planets or enabling interstellar journeys. Building the Swarm. Resources for the Swarm could be mined from asteroids or other planets, with autonomous robots assembling countless solar collectors in orbit. This achievement would mark humanity's transition to a Type II civilization on the Kardashev scale, capable of utilizing the full energy output of our Sun. Bernal Sphere. Maximum efficiency. The Bernal Sphere takes a different approach, a rotating spherical habitat designed to maximize usable living space. Artificial gravity. The sphere's rotation generates gravity, creating an Earth-like environment inside. Life inside. Residents would live in carefully designed areas, complete with agricultural zones, research facilities, and comfortable homes. Radiation protection. The structure would include shielding to protect against cosmic rays, ensuring safety for long-term habitation. Compact yet highly efficient, the Bernal Sphere could serve as a model for future space habitats, offering comfort, sustainability, and protection. O'Neill Cylinder, a world among the stars. Perhaps the most ambitious of all is the O'Neill Cylinder. Immense scale. Imagine two counter-rotating cylinders, each several kilometers long, with entire ecosystems inside. A self-sustaining world. Rivers, fields, and cities line the inner surface. The cylinders rotate to create gravity, while their counter-rotation keeps everything stable. A thriving community. Picture standing in a field, looking up to see another landscape curving above you. Schools, markets, parks, and homes fill this world, creating a vibrant, self-sustaining society. The O'Neill Cylinder is not just a habitat. It's a complete ecosystem capable of supporting millions of people. Challenges of building megastructures. The potential of these space megastructures is limitless, but the challenges are monumental. Resources. Mining asteroids or even the moon could provide the raw materials needed, but transporting and assembling them in space is a colossal task. Energy. Constructing and maintaining these structures would require vast amounts of energy. Fusion power or large-scale solar energy could be the solution. Engineering. Maintaining structural integrity in microgravity, protecting against radiation, and managing rotational forces are just a few of the engineering hurdles. International cooperation. These projects would demand collaboration on a global scale, requiring political will, funding, and shared expertise. Despite these challenges, advancements in robotics, materials science, and space technology are bringing these ideas closer to reality. Why we need megastructures? Why go to such lengths to build these colossal structures? Survival. Earth faces numerous risks: climate change, natural disasters, and cosmic threats like asteroid impacts. Megastructures offer a way to ensure humanity's long-term survival. Expansion. These habitats would enable us to expand beyond Earth, accessing the resources of the solar system and reducing the strain on our home planet. Inspiration. Megastructures represent humanity's drive to innovate and explore, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. They offer a vision of a future where we're not confined to one planet, but thriving across the cosmos. The future is waiting. Right now, space megastructures exist only in blueprints and imaginations. But every step forward in technology brings these dreams closer to reality. If we can dream it, one day we can build it. Space megastructures represent not just survival, but thriving, living in comfort and abundance, with access to limitless energy and resources. They're a testament to humanity's potential and our unyielding desire to explore. What do you think? Which of these megastructures excites you the most? Do you think we'll see these incredible cities among the stars in our lifetime? Share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more explorations of humanity's future in space. Until next time, stay curious and keep reaching for the stars.